Tales from the Basement. It's your boy Artie.
Prospect here.
We here just riding ponies all through the basement.
Man, this pony song, woo!
Gets the ladies going. Gets everybody going.
Let's take you back. Let's just have another listen. Let's let
it ride.
Yeah. Get it. Jump on it.
Jump on it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Genuine. That was Genuine doing his thing. That's an iconic song. He's going to be getting money forever from that song. But it's Tales from the Basement. It's Artie.
It's Prospect.
And we here. Shout out to Newports and Budweiser like always.
Shout out to Newports and Budweiser.
Today's date, Sunday, December 4th. How you feeling this week, homie?
I'm feeling pretty good. Everything's kind of settling down. You know, Trump is now taking his little...
Yeah, filling his cabinet up.
His little control, and now he's like cleaning the swamp, draining the swamp.
Yeah, he's filling it up with alligators is what the fuck he's doing.
Hey, listen, as long as we don't got the same crocodiles that was in there from before...
Oh, so you want new monsters biting your ass.
I welcome new monsters trying to bite my ass.
All right, then. Well, it's Tales from the Basement. We here. We excited that we finally online.
Yep.
Yeah.
Check us out. Support.
We got a few people listening to us. I was really surprised. I thought that only me and the homie wanted to hear the sound of our
I had
voice.
no idea that there was so many people out there who had nothing to do with their lives, just like us. I mean, it was a beautiful thing to find that common ground and to find people who took time out of their lives to listen to two people who took time out of their lives from basically doing nothing.
Yeah.
Just to bring you
Tales from the Basement.
And I mean, you're loving it. We're loving it. So
we're having fun. So we're gonna keep it coming.
Thing, yeah.
And if you got anything you want to send us, it's talesfromthebasement315@gmail.
Shout us out.
Website coming soon, talesfromthebasement.org. If you go to the website now, it's weird. It's like half Tales from the Basement and half of the template that they had when I just installed it on my computer.
Yeah, so there might be like a white guy with his shirt off, with some blue jeans,
and the pony song is playing in the background.
Maybe, but just try to ignore all of that and just drop us a line. You know.
Yeah, we here. We here
with all these flies in the basement.
I know. They fucking attacking me. I guess they don't want us here. We're usually doing this early in the daytime, but today we're doing it at night.
Hence the pony song.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We have to get into that midnight feeling.
Is that gay that we was listening to Pony?
Is that gay?
I don't think so. I was grinded, but I don't.
Okay, this is our segment right here, and this is what we're talking about. Our new segment right now is: does that make me gay? Now, does that make us gay?
That we want to listen to Pony in the basement?
That we want to listen to Pony. I mean, we just two guys, and like I was looking for a song to put on, and as soon as I heard it, I kind of locked eyes with my friend, and I was like, you know, I just took a deep breath, and he kind of looked at me, and he just kind of like just started to glance at his phone, and we hit play.
Yeah.
So it's like we both knew the connection that we had with this song.
I didn't even hear it yet.
And he didn't even know it was coming. He just seen the intensity in my eyes, the fire that I had coming from my eyes about this song. And once it came on, I kid you not, it looked like he melted.
Yeah, you can't do drugs.
It looked like he melted
when you listen to this song, because this song makes you want to grind things.
Of course,
this song makes you want to just palpitate and thrust your hips. You can't listen. You can't be on no drugs.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of saw you when you walked over there and you kind of grabbed the crate and you started humping away.
I grabbed the crate. I put my leg up. I did a little Magic Mike. I had to. That
Pony song can get anybody to move, man. That's baby making music.
Yeah, if you can't get laid to this song, oh my god.
You imagine the songs the kids picking nowadays to get laid? Not songs like that, I'll tell you that much.
There's just some Young Thugs.
Some Lil Dolphin, you know?
Yeah.
Some 21 Savage.
What's the other one? Lil Yachty?
I don't even know, but you imagine trying to lay it down with a girl and she like, oh, put on something nice and romantic.
Bang. Bang.
A bigger than flip it, a bigger. Bang. You know, like, come on. Imagine some shit like that. Come on, man. You ain't getting no play like that, man. Girls gonna think you funny, bro. Like,
These young kids out here be wilding, man. I see a lot of. It's funny as you talking about young kids because lately in my neighborhood, like these boys and these girls, they be clashing a lot. Like I see a lot of like young domestic violence. These like 16, 17-year-old kids smacking their girlfriends around. Like I live on a street where it's like right in between both the projects.
Right.
So I get all that residual thuggery coming to my block.
Yeah, basically the leftover, the remainder of what people call thugs.
Yeah.
Seem to just skedaddle and skeet over
and
onto that block.
And loiter on my block.
They feel like that block is like this where they can show off and become the champ.
Yeah, they can be thuggish as they walk. See, our block, New York City, if you don't know, it's like, since it's right in between, the thugs get extra thuggy because they know they about to walk into their own neighborhood. So it's like right before you get to your house where you get that nice, relaxed feeling. So when they're walking towards their block and they get to our block, they get real like, oh, the pants got to sag a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
They got to start, they like those dudes that you ever walk and you see those guys, they got to rap out loud.
Oh, man.
Like you walk by them and it's like, bang, bang, and I kill them like, and I shoot them up.
Like, what is that supposed to intimidate me as a man?
I don't know. That's just, it's fucking
like,
annoying.
as a man, I'm walking by them thinking to myself, what is wrong
like
with that child?
Idiot.
What is wrong with him? What is he taking right now that when he walks past people, he starts singing and rapping? You need to get him some help or something.
I don't get that.
It's weird. I don't know if nowadays that's a technique with these young kids
to show off.
Or like to feel like, oh, nobody gonna fuck with you if you start rapping and singing and move your hands about outside. Like if you trying to hail down a taxi, like, dude, relax and chill. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody cares about what's going on in your life. Nobody gives a fuck that you out here and you haven't taken a bath in 3 days, your mama ain't feed you, you failing all your classes, your baby mama, which is your baby mama and you're only 16 years old, is hounding you, talking about you ain't being there for her, asking you for money for Pampers and shit. Meanwhile, you outside walking through the thuggish block, skeeting off to the remainder block, and trying to act like you hard and you a chimp.
You're not.
You understand? You're not there. You're not a thug and you're not a rapper. Stop that shit. And I know a lot of people know what I'm talking about.
A lot of people know that guy. They gotta walk around and rap.
If you don't know, man, I'm telling you right now, after you hear this, you're gonna realize these kids exactly what I'm saying. You're gonna be walking by one day, a group of kids gonna be walking by. It's nice and quiet.
And they just gonna feel the need to rap to you.
They gonna feel the need to rap some shit right to you.
Yeah,
as soon as you walking by, they just pull out mics and they doing a little concert drive-by. And it's just like, what are you doing?
Wasting your
I didn't pay
time
for that shit, man.
Yeah, so I seen a lot of like domestic violence with the kids out. Like the other day, I swear, I'm looking out the window. It's like literally like 9 o'clock in the morning, and these two kids, I would call them kids because they was like 17, 16. They should have been in fucking school.
Those are fucking kids.
Yeah, they should have been in school, and they arguing, and this kid is like smacking his girlfriend around. And she's like getting in his face, but not throwing any punches.
Of course not. Of course not.
So he's like spitting on her and calling her a thuddy smut and a smutty thotty thot and a fucking a whole bag and all this different shit. And
for those who don't know what thot is, can you elaborate?
I don't know what that means. I don't know. What does that mean?
Well, thot to me basically means,
I just assume it's just a hoe.
That's basically what it breaks down to.
There are 1,000 different ways to say hoe.
There's 1,000 different ways to say hoe, and thot is just another way of saying it. There's no secret to it. You know what I mean? When you get labeled a thot, though, you in that class, though.
Yeah. She was being thot-ish. She got smacked around a couple of times.
Thotty?
Yeah, she was being thotty because she could have just walked away. They both could have just walked away. And a lot of times in those situations, you could just walk away. But she didn't walk away. Like he was giving her the little what right in the face, and she just kept, fuck you, that's my blah 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 blah. She just kept talking shit, and he's like literally like spitting in her face and calling her thotty smut and a little black.
I have a feeling they watched Love and Hip Hop, and then they woke up, and then they was trying to imitate that shit.
I don't know. She got smacked up, and she walked off, basically calling him all kinds of motherfuckers and bitch asses.
Ate the smacks.
She took the smacks. Yeah, they wasn't hard smacks. They was like backup smacks.
Delicious.
Yeah, it was early though, and it was cold, so her face was probably stingy.
Oof.
Yeah.
With that freezing cold brick weather on your face.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't imagine getting smacked right there with that cold air.
Yeah, fucking generators just turned on. That's what you got to go through in the fucking basement. Generators turn on and just fuck the whole vibe up. Fuck all the sound acoustics up. But it's Tales from the Basement. Shout out to Newports and Budweiser and stuff.
Word. Shout out to it all.
Do not shout out domestic violence. Don't be smacking your
that's
girlfriend
not
around.
what we're trying to promote.
Yeah,
here.
we're not. I'm just telling the story.
And hopefully at the end of this episode, we'll throw out a little number there for domestic violence. And if we don't get to it, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can Google that. You can visit your local website, your local libraries, and ask them all about domestic violence. I'm sure somebody would love to tell you about it.
Yeah. I think it's www.ifelldownthestairsbyaccident.com.
Speaking of domestic violence, I had a recent conversation with a friend of mine that she's going through a situation with a young man now. She's in her like early, well, let's just say late 40s.
Late 40s? No, she's a little cougar.
She's a little cougar.
How old is this dude?
This dude is no more than, well, take a guess. I'll let you take a guess at how old you think this dude is. You got 2 guesses.
All right, so I would say he's about 28, 29.
You hit it in the 20 range. This man is about 25 years old.
Oh, he's young. Wow, she went deep.
She really, really went deep. But apparently, her issue with him was, well, the whole reason why they got together is because apparently, like, he's one of these guys that when he walks in the room, you know, like his presence is felt. You know what I mean? Even if he don't talk. And I know you guys know a lot of people like that. People that are just loud with their presence when they walk in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
asshole.
They don't have to say anything. But it's just like, I want all the attention on me. I want that to be me. It's all about me. So she's going through that right now with that type of guy. In the beginning, she liked that type of situation. But now she was telling me that he's become more of a bully in a relationship.
Like punching her in the face and whatnot?
Not punching her in the face and stuff, but like, you know, you know how young men, they try to stronghold the situation, and they basically tell a girl like, listen, I'm going out, I'm doing me, and you gotta stay home. You understand what I mean? Like, you can't go out, and then whenever she gets to go out, it's like he's barking at her, wondering where she went. Like, the nigga went through her phone, her. Like, first of all, fellas, if you going through a girl's phone, you doing as much looking as a bitch.
Yeah,
so
you
stop
being
that shit.
Real feminine.
Stop that feminine shit. We ain't gonna say it's gay or nothing. We don't got nothing against gay people. We're not even gonna use that in a derogatory term. Stop being feminine. Understand? Dudes don't do that. We don't go through phones. So stop that shit. And for a man that young to be going through a phone like that, that just tells you what his mindset is. He may be 25, but he's a lot younger than that. You understand? Mentally. You know, and she herself expressed to me, she basically just expressed concern because she was like, you know, she feels it. She feels the bullying in the situation, and she doesn't want to get into a point where something that happened and maybe he'll try to strike her or hit her, and that'll lead to a domestic violence. So my question to you, I'm asking you right now.
All right, let me hear.
I want to hear your opinion. When is enough enough? Like, when, like, in a situation like that, when you got an older woman and you got a younger man, it could be vice versa. Like, when do you know that it's time to cut that relationship off because either the man or the woman, whether it be young or the older one, is not, like, they're not there mentally. You know what I mean? They're not there mentally, and this situation can turn bad in any second.
You know what? It all depends on how much you care about that person, because I can speak from experiences. Like, you could go through a lot with a person and it can never be enough, you know, if you really love that person.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You could fight with the person physically, verbally, you know, and still love that person. Because, yo, when you really love somebody, sometimes you love them enough where you want to punch them in the fucking face.
Sometimes pain is love.
Yeah, it's a true thing. I love my kids, but sometimes I want to punch them in the fucking face too.
I think a lot of Americans can agree with that.
You love somebody so much that it hurts, and when they do something wrong to you that you feel really disrespected, as a human being, you just lash out. You know what I'm saying? Two lions, after they finish fucking, they still bite each other.
When is enough enough? When you get that feeling? Because right now she's at that stage, and I know a lot of women right now going through these same issues. A lot of women going through these stages where they dating these young men, and it's cool at first, you know, little poppy there on your side every time. You looking good, you got the money flowing, but after a while, you realize, yo, I could really do without this little kid, and he's acting like a little kid. So, like, when do you know as a woman or as a man, like, when do you say enough is enough? When you hit that break that's like, yo, I smell something, I don't want it to get worse, what should I do?
If you're scared of the person.
You think it comes down to being terrified?
Yeah, because if you genuinely have fear of that person and what they might do to you, then you shouldn't be with them because you can't ever really trust them.
What about if it's because of like past situations
With that same person?
Now with that same person, like maybe you went through a domestic case before you met that young man, and you just know the signs and the symptoms, and you can read the play on the field. You know what's about to happen.
You feel the smack coming.
You feel the smack coming, basically.
And the smack ain't come yet.
And the smack ain't come yet, and you don't want to stick around for that.
For the smack?
Yeah, so what do you do?
I personally don't think it's fair to just, if you say you love somebody and care about them, to just cut and hang them out to dry. But I feel like if you feel the smack coming but it hasn't come yet, just brace yourself for the smack, brace yourself for the punch, and if it comes, you was ready. Right?
So your view on it is let domestic violence happen.
If it's gonna happen. Basically, because
so instead of prevention, you just went the other way.
Yeah, take some self-defense classes, do a little Aikido.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Do a little Keto, do some Tabo, some fucking P90X, whatever you gotta do.
Maybe Seagal could come in and give you some training.
Yeah, Steven Seagal for president 2020. And that's about it, because I feel like if the person hasn't hit you yet and it's not there yet, then maybe you're just, you're letting your other past mistakes cloud your judgment.
I mean, look, that's one view on it. My view is basically, look,
if this older woman feels like that, she should just get out of it.
That's my point. Like, listen, if you feel like you're in a situation where you feel a smack coming, and because of previous situations in your life of domestic violence have occurred, and you smell the bullshit and you smell the smack coming, ladies, just get out of there. Break it off as cleanly as you can. Tell them, listen, I just need a little space.
Yeah.
I need some time for me. You know what I mean? I'm going through my things, and that's just how it is, man.
Yeah, it's Tales from the Basement. And if you think, if one ladies out there, if you feeling like your man is gonna punch you and he's gonna do whatever, and you want to break it off, make sure you break it off the right way. Don't remember that you still got this motherfucker still got keys to your house.
Yeah, remember that.
And he still knows your phone passcode.
Remember that too.
And he still got your Facebook password, because people could ruin each other's lives without even really hitting each other.
That's something you got to talk amongst your girlfriends, because I know a lot of girlfriends go through it, and if you go to them, they can coach you and they can tell you, look, girl, before you break it off with this nigga, you got to make sure you're ready to change your phone number, your locks, your keys, all that, your pattern, the way you go to work, where you go shopping. Because he knows all of that. And
I'm guessing that you know this woman.
I know her. So she's a friend of mine.
She's a friend of yours?
A personal close friend of mine.
Close friend of yours?
You know what I mean? I care dearly about her safety. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good looking?
She is very good looking.
You trying to skeet in the sheets?
No, I'm not.
Would you skeet in the sheets if she was vulnerable?
That might be a possibility.
So you should give her the advice to break it off, because what she's going to do is she's going to come running to you with her crying and her problems. And that's when you just there to be like, yo, I'll stay the night with you just in case he comes over with the baseball bat.
And then my wife kicks in the door, waving the fofo.
Yeah.
And then there goes my nuts all over the floor.
Yeah.
I'm not a rapper, that's just how it's gonna go.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's
Tales from the Basement. We kicking rhymes down here too. Shout out to Newports and Budweiser.
Word.
And shout out to everybody that's been supporting Tales from the Basement literally since we came online. Yeah, we actually had some good feedback.
We thank you, yo. You don't know how much we appreciate you so much.
We appreciate you so much. Anybody that's listened, anybody that's downloaded the episode, since we knew online, I literally check that shit like every 5 minutes. I'm on it like, who's listening?
Yo, reach out to us.
Yeah.
We want to hear your stories. Send us an
email. talesfromthebasement315@gmail.com.
Send us your most craziest story. Your most, I don't know, like the most craziest sex place that you ever did it, or send us like the most scariest thing you ever found, or the creepiest thing in your house.
If you murdered somebody, you can just, all you gotta do is just change your name.
Yeah, man, we won't even read that shit. We'll just change it up for you regardless. We'll call you Susie or McWendy.
Yeah, that's it.
And
we would love to hear it, because it would make the show a lot more interesting, just to involve the fans.
Because this show is supposed to be about the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We want to get them involved at some point, and we want your voice heard. This is what the basement's all about. You know what I mean? We started from nothing, and we want to show you guys that you too can start from nowhere and eventually get somewhere if you work hard.
Reach people. Think about it, yo. It's people right now who have listened to our dumb bullshit while we just sit down here. And it's fucking amazing. It's amazing. And I was thinking about, like, what should we talk about? How should we reinvent? And then, you know, we had recorded an episode earlier, and it was funny, it was entertaining, it was the whole shebang. And the sound quality was so fucking bad. It sounded like we were both talking underwater through plastic bags.
And we, in good conscience, could not throw something like that out there.
We couldn't put that out there.
We
couldn't put that out there, so we re-recorded, and I'm thinking, like, what should we talk about?
I want you to hear my bullshit clearly. I don't want you to be guessing about what I said. You know?
And we down here, and we smoking on the loud, and we sipping the Budweisers and smoking the Newports, and we was thinking, what should we talk about? And it's funny is, I've been smoking this week, and I've been smoking a lot, kind of like celebratory, you know, because the podcast is doing well. I feel like, I'm going to smoke all these blunts. And I've been getting high and going outside. And I've been feeling like I'm too high because people, like, looking at me weird.
That brings us to our next segment, ladies and gentlemen. How high is too high?
Yeah, how high is too high? Because, like, I like to go shopping. I like to go shopping when I'm high for munchies. You know what I'm saying? Candies, ice creams. Like, I'll go to Dwayne Reed and just wander the candy aisles.
So you look like that kid in Willy Wonka that had, like, the quarter, and he went into the store, he didn't know what to buy. That's you after you get high. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly me. But I've been getting a lot of dirty looks from people, and it's like, are people just being assholes to me, or do they all know that I'm high? Like, do people really know how high you are?
Yeah, that's a good fucking question, because a lot of times I'm walking through the street, and I can't tell whether or not, like, people could read it off of my face. Like, am I giving off this impression that I am? Like, I even called you, remember? I called you, like, a couple days ago when I was walking. I was like, yo, listen, I don't know how high I am, but everybody kind of keeps looking at me. And we kind of had a good laugh about it over the phone, and we thought we could talk about this on the podcast, and that's why we're bringing it up, because we still didn't figure it out. Like, I don't know if it's something I'm giving off because maybe I know that I'm high.
I think maybe because of all, like, you smell like a lot of weed. I think it is.
But, I mean, if I'm not really crossing in front of that person, how would they know? How would they smell that? You know what I mean? And we put a lot of spray good on us before we leave it. So. Yeah,
Febreze and whatnot, and Axe sprays and all that. And I think since we high, we think we smell good. But really, what we smell like is weed and Febreze.
Weed and Febreze, right?
So when we go in the store, we like, yo, we smell good. Ain't nobody know we high. And somebody's looking at us like it stinks like weed and Febreze in here.
We smell like that aisle in Target where they got all the scented candles going on. That's what we smell like.
Yeah, because we'll just drown ourselves in perfume and go outside and just smell like weed and
that's why I kind of like to wear my, like, sunglasses when I'm outside.
Yeah, it's a little.
I feel like it covers my eyes, and it's like I feel like my eyes is that giveaway.
Yeah, your eyes. I do the fitted cap.
I don't know what the stigma is against people that smoke weed. Listen, I know. Listen, growing up, when I was in school, they used to always preach to us that marijuana was a gateway drug. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
A gateway to happiness.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that it isn't. Now, if you want me to lie to you, if you like being lied to, America, then hey, it's not a gateway drug, and then you can just smoke it and just be happy.
Listen, there's no such thing as a gateway drug. Either you want to do a drug or you don't.
That's just basically it. And my whole point is that, like, when you smoke, like, the whole stigma behind people smoking is that, you know, okay, yeah, they get lazy and they sit down, they don't do nothing, and you don't really do nothing with your life. You're smoking all day. But look, may I remind you that there are people out there that maintain a 3.0 average GPA. There's people out there that
work two jobs,
and there's people out there that are every day grinding hard to support kids and families, and
just want a little weed.
The weed is just a release. It's just a little thing that we have just to calm us down and just feel like for one moment, you know, like this is our time to unwind.
Yeah.
And mind you, like, we're not dumb. I'm pretty sure nowadays everybody knows, like, weed doesn't take away your problem.
Nah, weed is good, and that's why they legalizing it, little by little.
And I appreciate that, America. Yeah. I appreciate that, because I feel like a lot of people getting on board with this whole thing. We need to stop the stigmatism behind smoking. It doesn't make you a bad person.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're a drug user or a drug dealer.
I love weed, man, and I smoke, and I like to see. My thing is when I smoke, I get silly and laugh and have fun, and like I've gone to stores and like literally like I'll buy shit. I remember times where I done bought shit and walked out the store without it because I was so high. I had to come back and prove to them it was me.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a definitely high moment right there.
I remember I was high. Like, as funny as when I get high, I like to reflect a lot. I'm one of those people. Like, I get high and I start like going back on all my mistakes and all the evil things I've done in my life. Sometimes, you smoke, you depress yourself.
Yeah.
When you're alone,
yeah,
you just sit there and you think like, damn, I shouldn't have did this like that.
Past,
yeah, you dwell on the past and you reminisce, and I like to reminisce.
To pull out regrets and stuff.
And I remember, is a funny time in my life is one time I was high, and I was going shopping, and I went and they had some Air Jordans on sale, Air Jordan 19s, right? Brand new with the box, the dust bag, the whole shebang for $70.
70 cash?
So I had to get them.
That's a steal.
It was a steal. I had to get them. So I go in the store, to purchase the sneakers, whatever. Take them to the register, and they got this cute Spanish young cashier. She's new. I could tell she didn't really know the buttons, whatever. So she rings me up, $70. I give her a 50 and a 20. Now she gives me back $30. Under the impression that I gave her 250s.
Now I'm no math magician over here, or I'm not no calculator, but that doesn't seem right.
Nope, gave me back $30 that I wasn't supposed to get, and I'm so high.
What did you do?
Well, I shoved the money in my pocket immediately.
Oh, without question.
Shoved the money in my pocket immediately, and
it's kind of stupid for me asking.
I was so high and paranoid that she's whatever, like getting ready to put the shoes in a bag, and I just grabbed them off the register, like to walk out the store, like I stole them. And so she's like, hey, you don't want a bag or something?
How fucking awkward was that?
It was real awkward, and I was a little uncomfortable. So I'm like, oh, yeah, bags. That's right. You use bags for stuff. And I put it on the counter. She puts it in the bag. And that walk from the register to the door was so fucking awkward. And I felt so weird. But
I feel awkward just listening to that fucking story.
I made it out.
God bless that fucking lady. You fucked up her account at the end of the night, right?
Yeah, she probably lost her job and her, was homeless, and her husband smacked her around after that.
That domestic violence probably came through right there.
Yeah, but I got a pair of Jordans for $40. Brand new.
You came off.
I came off, so
that's the most important thing.
That's the most important thing.
I mean, the most important thing is that you came over with the sneakers, but at the same time, if we could ever find out whatever happened to that girl.
Oh, her life was ruined after that, I'm sure.
I mean,
her life was ruined.
I'm 100% sure.
And more than likely, she's
I would like to meet her, though.
Turning tricks?
I would like to meet her, though.
Yeah,
like, if you're listening out there and you remember this story, and you remember this guy with the awkward stealing of the box, and after he just paid for it, write us up and hit us up. We would love to hear what happened to you after he did that.
Yeah.
And he basically fucked up.
Sorry for getting you fired.
Do you
on
even
your first
remember
day?
Her name?
Of course not. I didn't want to look. I wanted to get the fuck out of there with my $40 shoes.
You are such a good person.
Yeah, I'm a great person. Listen. This Tales from the Basement, and I guess we'll get back to the core of what really started the podcast, which is basically like fuck people. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really have to do nice? Yeah, do you really have to do nice things? Listen,
nobody anywhere in any circumstance
should do anything nice.
Should do anything nice ever for anyone in any circumstance for whatever reason. It's just like, why would you?
You don't have to.
Think about that shit. Think about that shit the next time somebody fucking opens a door for you and you there. Like, I would like somebody to dead ass, instead of saying thank you, just look at them and be like, yo, did you really want to fucking open up that door for me?
Nah.
Like, be honest right now. You didn't want to open up that fucking door, right? But what the fuck made you open up that fucking door? You know, if I seen you, I would have never opened up that goddamn fucking door for you.
Yeah. I like to let doors close on people, and sometimes when I know
it's fucking hilarious.
In my building, when you get on the elevator, you can hear people when they're coming in, and if I hear someone coming into the front door as I'm stepping on the elevator,
rapid pressing of the button.
I'm pressing door close so fast. I'm just there like door close, and the doors will close as soon as I know they're about to walk up. Oh, it's such a good feeling because I know they didn't see me.
Oh my God.
I feel so proud of myself.
I feel like a piece of shit because I do the same thing, but when the doors close, I start dancing and singing like a celebration.
Yeah, and I'm just there giving middle. I like to give middle fingers from the other side of the door.
Oh my God, we do the same thing.
I love it. I mean, if I've ever closed the elevator on you and you had to wait, listen, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah,
because I like it. I like doing little scumbag things here and there. I feel like it makes your life more interesting. First of all, it makes you feel good. Second of all. And you know what? You get out a little bit of that pent-up frustration You know what I'm saying? And it's not hurting anybody. What's the worst the motherfucker gotta wait 30 seconds for the elevator to come back down?
Man, stop acting like a fucking feminine and just take it, nigga. Just wait. It's 30 seconds of your life that basically somebody's flipping you off in the elevator. You don't know nothing about. Let us have our fun.
Yeah, and if hopefully when you get on the elevator and somebody's coming, you could pay that forward and just do the same thing. Do the same thing.
And I'm pretty sure you would.
I think that's a good thing. I think I'm gonna start that. It's gonna be called Pay the Hate Forward. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. We should put that on the shirt.
Yeah, put that on t-shirt. Pay the Hate Forward.
Copyright.
And if you want
patent pending.
If you want to go out and just do something a little shitty, I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, trip an old lady or push somebody down the stairs. But if you want to close the elevator doors on somebody and you really feel it in your heart, close those fucking elevator doors. If they're fast enough to get their hand in, that's going to be a little awkward. Now you got to ride the elevator.
I would never want to be in that moment.
Yeah, you got to ride the elevator up with somebody you tried to bang it on. They're going to look at you like, you didn't want me on this elevator. You don't want me taking elevator.
That's a weird 15 seconds going on.
Yeah.
But fuck it. I mean, listen, I love the idea. We should definitely promote that on some shirts.
Pay the Hate Forward.
Pay the Hate Forward.
There's a lot of things you could do. It's a lot of shitty things that I want to do to people.
I feel like there's a lot of shitty things people in New York do already that like we don't even talk about.
I did a shitty thing one time, right? It was I'm coming out the train, right? And I got my Metro card. And it was about to expire that day. And I knew I wasn't going to use it. So it basically was useless to me. But it still had some rides left on it. So I see someone walking out the train station. It's a woman, and she's asking me if I could swipe her as we're like crossing paths. So I'm like, oh, I got this unlimited Metro card. I said, here, miss, it's an unlimited. It expires at the end of the day. You could just have it. And she goes, oh, thank you so much. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it, you know. And I just ran up the stairs and realized that I gave her the wrong Metro card as I got up the stairs.
You piece of shit.
Because and I just kept going. So I basically gave her a Metro card with nothing on it and kept unlimited.
Oh, shit.
And I didn't even need it.
Oh, my God. That's some scumbag shit.
Yeah, but hey, fuck it.
I can top that. Picture this. Chilly night, New York City.
Ooh, it's cold.
It's cold. Brr. It's freezing out there. I'm out there smoking a cigarette on my lunch break. Because I used to work for some food company that we used to have like food trucks, and I used to do the late night shift and we used to be out there doing parties and caterings. You know, we're still doing that. Holla at us. But you know, back to the story. So I'm out there and I'm smoking a cigarette. Mind you, I just bought a fresh pack of cigarettes because I love Newports.
Shout out to Newports and Budweiser.
Newports.
Tales from the Basement.
And I'm out there with my fresh pack. I actually opened it up. And in my other like pocket that I had there, I had like an empty pack, but it wasn't really empty. It kind of had like
a clip in it.
Nah, I'ma just say like maybe like a broken cigarette and maybe like 4 or 5 filter buds that I basically just threw in there, just cause like I didn't want to dirty my food truck and stuff with cigarettes and stuff, cause I'm all about sanitary conditions.
Yeah, the smoke on the food truck.
You know, you cannot do that. You know what I mean? So I'm out there smoking them, and some guy comes up to me. He's like, yo, I just been to like 4 or 5 different stores. They want to take my credit card. I just want to smoke a cigarette. Yo, could you help me out? Man, I looked at him. I was like, brother, man, how long have you been out here? And I just started questioning him about his story. And I literally, this is scumbag shit that I did. I literally kept asking him about his story. And so my cigarette was basically almost done. And as soon as it was almost done, I just flicked it and I said, you know what, brother, man? I got a pack right here for you. You got a couple left in there. You take that. But remember something. Remember that not a lot of people do this in the city. Not a lot of people going to show you love. But I'm out here and I'm blessing you. And I just want you to be safe out here, right?
Little Newport Angel.
Little Newport Angel coming down, giving him a little blessing. Gave him the cigarettes and I quickly got in the truck, and right there, my truck was already peeling off because we had to go to the next location. So as soon as we start driving away, I start cracking up in the truck.
Because you gave him the shitty pack?
Because I gave him the shitty pack with the broken cigarette and all the filter buds.
That's fucked up.
I mean, it was fucked up, but it was hilarious. I mean, you should have seen the look on the nigga's face when we was driving away, like through the mirror in the back. Like, it was basically like everything I just told him. just made more sense.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every comment that came out of my mouth while I handed him the cigarette was basically now it makes more sense.
Mm.
You know, and sometimes you don't get the message until it happens to you. And I felt like I had to prove a point.
Did you feel better? Did you feel good?
I really did. I felt like I taught him a lesson.
I feel like it feels good. That's the whole point. It feels good to do things like that. So if you could get that out your system, if you know a little way that you could just shit on somebody, just do it.
Yeah.
Just shit on them. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Because it's gonna make you feel better, and if it's not really hurting them, then what's the harm? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be done to you. The universe always finds a way to fuck you.
It's karma.
Yeah.
It always comes back.
Yeah, so why not throw a little bit of shit in the circle, see if it comes back? It's good. I mean, eventually somebody's gonna fuck with you, and that's really what I like to do. So shout out to Newports and shout out to Budweiser for helping me be an even shittier person.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta do douchebag shit like that.
Yeah.
And just love it and just be happy about it, because deep down inside you know if you didn't do it to somebody else, somebody's gonna do it to you.
Yeah.
So pay it forward.
Yeah, and that's basically what we're trying to say. Pay that hate forward, man. If you don't like somebody and you want to do a little fucked up thing to them, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. Don't worry about morality and all that shit. Yeah.
And if you're gonna feel bad, nigga, just do that shit and just try to record it and put it up on YouTube, because that shit's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, a million
Maybe we
views.
get to see like a Vine or something, what you did.
Yeah, and that's basically what we're trying to say. Tales from the Basement. Before we even go into anything else, this just kind of hit me, and it was something that's been really bothering me for a long time. And every time you talk to people about it, they're kind of very passive and they don't really. They're like, ah, whatever.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
You seem like you're about to break down.
No, I'm a little upset because it's been pissing me off. And it's all of fucking homeless people in New York City.
Oh my God.
Yo, let me say something.
Is this a homeless rant right now?
This is a homeless rant. Yo, I've been seeing homeless people like fucking crazy. And it's honestly become a little overwhelming. When I say I've been seeing homeless people like crazy, like I mean like around where I work, they literally like line the streets at night. You come out, there's like a dude sleeping right there. He's got a dog with him, his girlfriend.
Way to make money off of them, then, fucker.
How the fuck I'm gonna make money off of that? I don't want them around. Like, we gotta do something. The city gotta do something about this. New York City.
You should write a letter to Trump. He all about doing things to change.
I think he won't do nothing unless they immigrants, and probably most of them is American.
Yeah, I can't understand that whole bum thing either, man.
Yo, it's too fucking many of them. They everywhere.
They creep me out sometimes because they just be standing out of nowhere. They be like behind walls and behind buildings
and they smelly and they talk to themselves and they weird. Like, if they were all cool bums, like if I walked by and it was just mad bums like playing chess and shit, I'd be like, okay, this is cool.
Don't you hate when you looking fresh though and you feeling good and you walk and listen to your music and all of a sudden a bum come out and it's don't that shit freak you out? America, don't that shit freak you out?
Yo, I mean,
keep it real. That shit is freaky.
And it's like a lot of them are on drugs and shit, and it's like they fucking infringing on me.
And you don't want. Listen, I'm not about beating up on bums. I'm not the type to make fights and shit. I know you are, but listen, my whole thing is, like, yo, if you walking through the street, and I know it's happening to millions of people here in New York City. If you walking in the street and a bum come out of nowhere, you like, yo, I don't want to hurt you, man, because you a bum and everything, but I'm about to back the fuck up before I get my Steven Seagal moves on you and bust out with this Aikido, and your ass is gonna feel it
and break your shit. Yo, I've been seeing them everywhere. Yo, I'm going to 7-Eleven. This has literally happened to me in the span of 2 days. I go into 7-Eleven. There's a dope fiend bum literally like passed out on the door handle. Like, I can't even get in. I had to like wake him up. Like, dude, yo.
How the fuck did you get inside the store?
I kind of like pushed him with the door.
Oh man, you had to though.
Yeah, and like when I did that, I guess it woke him up out of his dope fiend bumness.
Oh.
Yeah, and so he comes in the store.
That's what he needed you.
There's this little old lady in there buying lottery tickets at 6 o'clock in the morning. I kid you not.
How weird is that?
Yeah,
every time you go to the fucking store, there's always a story about somebody buying lottery tickets. I'm tired of that shit.
Fucking lottery.
I'm tired of you making that shit up, yo.
She was buying lottery tickets, and he comes in and he like strong arms her for $1. Kind of like, mommy, you got $1? Please help me.
I hate when they do that too. Because they make you feel obligated. Yeah. You feel like, yo, if I give you $1, you gonna get away from me?
Basically, you paying them for them to leave you alone. And I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not, this dude is, how can you come in here and do that to an old lady? So he's like, yo, you got a dollar? I'm like, I don't got no dollar for you. Get the fuck out of my face. And he took offense to that, of course, because I was really rude to him. So he like kind of followed me out the store, and I was like, yo, this is the shit I got to deal with just to go to 7-Eleven. I got to deal with bums and them being all aggressive. And
look, I got an idea to take care of bums. I'm saying it here first. This is my idea to take care of bums. Listen. We offer these bums. And listen, I'm all about killing bums. You understand? I don't want a little bump on my lip or nothing like that. Let's hear it. That's just that. But this is my plan, right? We gather up all the bums in the tri-state area, right? And we offer them money. We say, listen, you guys are gonna be part of a government operation. You guys become a new team of super soldiers, and all we gotta do is just test out these drugs on you. So we just need you to sign these pens over, like, you know, sign your life over with this pen, and just, you know, right here. And even if you don't know how to write, you can spit on the paper. you can take a shit on it. You can sneeze on it. I don't even care if you piss on it.
Basically, like a fingerprint.
I just want something that tells me that you're ready to take these drugs. And yes, I said drugs. Did you hear me? I said drugs. And that's how we pitch it to them, with a lot of drugs. Yeah. And then behind me, like on the board, it'll be like free drugs, free drugs, free drugs, free drugs, free drugs. Right? So we got their attention.
And booze. We
got their attention, right? And then while they're there looking at all of these flashing signs and symbols,
free drugs everywhere,
of beautiful things that they want, right? We get them to sign their lives away, right? And then right there, somebody comes in, you know what I mean? And they escort them out to like one of these facilities out there in Nevada or whatever, and we get rid of these bums. And now these bums become useful to us because then they can, you know, do what they do. And
he's gonna have a whole facility of bums.
Think about it, a whole facility of just experimental bums that you can just do things with. NASA, FBI, CIA. If you listening, yo, I want to be down with this.
Experimental.
Come on, listen to what I'm saying. Experimental bums. How can we lose in this situation if they want to sign their lives away? We just give them all the drugs and booze that they want while they on base. And while they chilling there, we're going to be like, yo, Tom, we just going to jack you with this needle. Bah, nigga, hold that. How you feeling, Tom? Tom, you breathing? Tom, you alive? All right, next, bring in the next one. And that's how we'll do it. You know what I mean?
I kind of like that would get rid of the bum.
That would get rid of the bum.
I think the free drugs is all you really got to do.
Listen, and it's not really free drugs. Because listen, we'll be knocking two birds with one stone. FBI, CIA, if you listening, I want to be a part of this. If you listen, experimental bums, case one, right? But with an extension file, we do like a little extension file of where we get the drugs, right? And think about this: we get the drugs from the drug traffickers, we get the drugs from the cartels, we get the drugs from the bad people bringing it in. Everything we confiscate, instead of burning it up, we be like, yo, send that to the bum facility over there in Nevada.
And just give them all the drugs they want.
And we just give them all the drugs they want and run all the tests we want on them. And if the aliens come through, which we all know, I'm not even going to speak no more about them, but when they come through and they need people to take, we can just give them, you like, yo, we got a whole fleet of bums ready. You know? They super soldiers. You know, they gonna be like, why does it look like nobody here has been asleep? Yeah, they don't sleep. You feel me? Because this section of soldiers, they all on crack. You know what I mean? So they stay awake.
These are the weed bums over here.
These are the weed bums. You know
what I
mean?
You got your wino bums right there.
You know, we'll classify them for the aliens when they get over here. You know
these are the talk to themselves bums.
You know, we'll have different sections and shit. And look. At the same time, it's a triple play right now. Because I just thought about this and I don't know why, but you know what? I feel it, ladies and gentlemen. I feel the Trump spirit coming in me, and it's gonna make America great again.
We about to make it great.
Because while we have this bum facility, which is being funded
by the drug
cartels. Keep up with me. Stay with me, America. Listen, I know it's a little bit scattered right now. You're trying to think where is this all going, and you're trying to connect the dots. Stay with me.
All right.
Being funded by the drug cartels, and at the same time, the aliens come, and we ready to hand over super soldier bums.
All right.
with different classifications of how fucked up and useful they can be.
But how can you trust the talking to himself bum to be a super soldier?
Listen, we'll have special use for those bums. We'll use them as crash test dummies or something like that. Everybody has a purpose under the Trump umbrella. But at the same time, what my final points to this plan is, I want to point out right now that we're making America great again, because by supporting this bum facility and all of these cartels supplying us with the drugs that we confiscate from them.
It's revolutionary.
Think about this. We can have like a little mall in the facility, and we can have like stands and yogurt shops, and we can have people set up there, and we can sell to the bums.
Oh.
You understand what I mean? So the little money that they're making, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's in the contract. And the free drugs that they're getting, they'll do the drugs, they'll buy the food, thus creating more jobs and economically putting that money back into America.
Okay.
Before the aliens take them away and use them for their super soldier activities.
Okay.
Are you with me?
America,
are you with me? Because all I'm trying to do is bring back jobs. Listen, we gonna need people to wash the bums and clean the bums. We can't hand over dirty bums. Nobody's gonna want 1,000 dirty bums.
But who you gonna get to train 100,000 crazy bums? I think if you could get Steven Seagal.
Get Steven Seagal. Listen, we get Steven Seagal involved. It'll become like it'll become part of my cabinet. You know what I mean? He'll be Secretary of Defense and bum management. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he'll be there basically giving the training in the facility of Louisiana. We'll send people out there and we'll get trained out there. And Steven Seagal will show you how to properly take down a bum and manipulate him to get into the shower while you can rub him down of all diseases and filthinesses and have him ready to be transported over to the aliens to become super soldiers.
All right, so
I feel like everybody wins.
I'd be comfortable with the bum shit, the bum facility.
I'm taking care of mad fucking different plateaus right now.
Yeah.
Look, jobs, economically, I'm building it up.
Yeah.
I'm getting rid of bums.
It's funded by the drug cartel.
I'm getting rid of the bums. I'm cleaning it up.
Yeah. You know what then? If you're going to do that, then I think you should allow bum activities like spectator sports, like bum fights and bum basketball.
You know what? I would support that. You know why? Because that brings jobs to America.
Yeah.
And that's what we want.
That's what we all about.
We want to keep the jobs here. The aliens can take the bums over there or out there or wherever they're going to take them for super soldier activities. You understand? But what we want is jobs.
Yeah.
And if we can do this, think about all the manpower we're going to need to scoop up these bums.
Yeah,
we're going to have to put like a squad force of people that go out every night and just basically lure these bums into the minivans with like drugs and alcohol. Like, you know, would you like
I don't think it's hard to get a bum to go with you.
I'm pretty sure it's not that hard.
You just drag a ham down the street.
That is maybe just offer him some crack and be like, yo, hop in the van real quick. You can shoot it up in there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'd be with it.
That'd be dope though, a bum facility. I think that's a good idea. Because the bums are driving me crazy, man. They all over the fucking place.
Take care of the bums in New York, man.
Alright, what would it be called though? The bum facility. I mean,
I would like it to be abbreviated because I think it would look cool.
BUM?
Like that. Ooh, BUM. What does that stand for?
Bum Urban Management.
That'd
be pretty good. Bum. I would like to work for Bum until the aliens come and take them away.
Think about that.
But that's another thing though. Aliens, why do they take people? Like, if you're mad smart and shit,
wait, so are we going into aliens right now? Is that what we about to do?
I think we just tipped over into aliens. Let's talk about aliens. I always wonder things about aliens because I believe, but I don't really believe. It's hard for me to believe.
Oh, you mean like Roger from American Dad? That type of alien?
I wish they had aliens like that. I would be more open to aliens.
Wouldn't that be dope? To see a transvestite alien looking like Roger running around in different costumes.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think, like, why do aliens ever need to take more than one person? Think about it. If you take one person, you can learn everything.
I think aliens fuck up just like we do. You know what I'm trying to say?
But the aliens, they're smarter than us. They figured out how to get here. We don't know how to get to them. You know what I mean? So, what the fuck do they need all these people for? And what are they doing with them? And how come some people come back and some people don't? Do some people just decide to stay with the aliens?
Maybe the aliens get bored of them. Or they be like, damn, you a fucking annoying ass person. We gotta send your ass back.
Do you think they do sexual things to the women? Do you think the aliens are that, like, do you think they understand sex like that? Like, imagine an alien just
I think aliens are so
somebody?
advanced from us right now that they're not doing shit like that. They're not concerning themselves with sex or whatever. I feel like their minds are above that. Like, they figured out that life is, like about more than just sex. You know?
So what is life about?
I mean, who knows? Who knows what life is about? I don't know what that's about. If I ever get caught up in that situation and I become a bum and I become a bum super soldier for one of these aliens, I'll come back and I'll let you know, Pop.
Yeah? I don't know. I think if I was an alien, I'd come to Earth and just do mischievous things. Why not? Who the fuck is gonna know? I'm an alien. And you know what I'm saying? Whatever you tell somebody, as soon as you say an alien did it to me, they don't believe you. So what the fuck? I could just do. Yeah, you could just do. I could just walk around smacking asses, and I could be a little Roger, just walking around in some little booty shorts, just hey, grabbing bitches and robbing banks.
Roger in New York City.
Yeah, I could be 10 million different people. There's probably aliens among us. I don't know.
People, do you think that there's aliens among us? That's a good question.
It could be. I know some.
Do you think that? Listen? So all our fans out there, do you guys even believe in aliens? We want you to write to us and let us know. You know, do you believe in all of this? You know, space stations and different worlds and alien abductions and alien rapes and booty holes and. Let us know how you feel.
Yeah, it's Tales from the Basement 315@gmail. Shout outs to Newports and Budweiser. Yeah. But I kind of believe in aliens. I believe in aliens because I feel like the universe is too big for there not to be aliens. In some capacity. Like, even if an alien happens to be like a little microorganism on another planet, that's technically still kind of like a different life form.
You know what I would love? For an alien to come down, like maybe like, I don't know, like at a sports arena or maybe like at the inauguration of Trump. Like just come down like on a spaceship and just like, you know, like have that whole...
With the little thing lifting down.
With the thing lifting down and it's going down real slow like a G, and he just walks down and he just comes out and he just walks over and everybody's freaking out. He's like, oh, can I just grab the mic real quick? And he just gets on the mic. And this is an alien. I'm thinking, you know, like he don't know how to speak English, but for some reason the alien grabbed the mic and got up there.
Okay.
He must have made some sense for them to just hand over the mic, and he just gets on the mic and he just goes, yo, America. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? We do exist. Can't you see me? I'm right here. You know what I mean? Like, we are alive. We are watching you. Stop doing the shit you doing. You don't believe in your government. You know what I mean? Like, there are aliens out here. Like, come on. Like, we do exist. And stop fucking painting us like we fucking little Martians with big eyes, because we don't even look like that.
So what would the alien look like?
I have no idea. Whatever they come down, they decide to be. But I have a great feeling that they don't look like that. I feel like we make them into that just because it's like our perception of them to make them look a little bit different from us.
Yeah. Like, but still kind of like us. That's what like they painted for us. You know what I mean? I don't feel like aliens look like that at all. So you think an alien is probably just a dude walking down with just like he has like
an alien could just be somebody like me and you, like a regular person. And you there looking at them like, yo, what the fuck are you? And you don't even know that that's an alien yourself. But he could be an alien from a different time zone. Or a different era, or a different galaxy. You know what I mean? Like,
you thinking about the stars and the quasars and shit. I don't know. When I think of aliens, I kind of think about spacemen. Like little like, woo.
Listen, I'm just saying, if it's real, I just wanted them to come down and be like, yo, we are real. Stop the bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cut it out. Stop making those movies about us. We don't even like being on those movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want to blow up the world. I think we
don't want to blow up the world. You know what I mean?
Like, think about it. Like, if I was an alien and I had a whole race of super smart aliens with spaceships, why would you not want to blow up the world and take over this whole shit? Human beings are fucking everything up.
Think about it. If nobody has come to invade us yet, think about this, America. This little food for thought. If our planet hasn't been invaded yet, doesn't it make you think that maybe we're not even worth shit? Because they're not even wasting their time trying to conquer us.
Just come down here and
think about this. Because when you are alien, or let's say you were like an army of super galactic, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Let's just say, just for the hell of it, right? If you one of those type of people that believe in that shit or whatever. But we're just saying, like, let's say you're one of those type of people, you're from the galaxy or whatever, and you're trying to like conquer worlds and dominate worlds and make them into your world and be bigger and better and build your system into some big ass legacy all over the galaxy. And then you stumble upon something like Earth.
Yeah.
And you don't even trickle upon to like come down on us and rain down on us and do like Independence Day or nothing like that. You just basically looking at us like this planet, like
piece of shit.
You're like little piece of Schmitz planet. Like I don't even want nothing to do with them.
All right, I see.
They're
what you're
just
saying.
blowing themselves up themselves with the nuclear weapons. Like what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of other planets, maybe they out there looking at us like we a game.
Yeah.
Like they taking bets on us. You know what
How
I mean?
long will last?
How long the Earth gonna last? How long before they start blowing each other up?
I say with Trump, we probably like 4 or 5 more years. 2, 3 more years. That motherfucker.
Ooh, stab me in the heart and twist it, please.
The aliens, I mean, right now they laughing because they like, oh, they done fucked up now.
Think about
I don't even gotta invade them.
Think about that.
I mean, I don't know if there's other worlds out there. You could only imagine. Like
you imagine aliens out there talking about Trump won? Oh shit, nigga, we good.
It's over.
You don't even gotta worry about that.
I put $5 on 2020.
I told him in 4 years this shit was gonna go. Now with this nigga, we good.
Yeah. So if you voted for Trump, then that's a vote for aliens.
Listen, I was listening to Trump speak earlier through CNN live stream. If anybody, I'm not trying to promote them or anything like that, but I was listening through the live stream and CNN, and I was listening to him speak, and it was eerie, Fab.
Yeah.
It was eerie. It was one of those moments where, like, you heard somebody speaking, and everything sounds so good, and everything sounds so, like, clear cut and decisive, like everything is gonna change, but then it's like his tone of voice makes you feel like maybe I'm being taken for a ride.
Yeah, I think with Trump, you're always being taken for a ride. He's a piece of shit, and he's doing everything he said he wasn't gonna do. So everybody that voted for him, you got fucked.
Listen, and we not saying, we can't say that we politically back this man up. That's not what we saying. We don't even say that we support Hillary either. It's not about us. It's not about how we feel about the political parties. It's about the fact that he was elected.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in that position to call the shots.
Yeah.
And he is our president.
Yeah.
Elect. Yeah. So, you know, we're just saying we're not politicians. We're just giving you food for thought.
Yeah.
Here in the basement. Mm-hmm.
Here in the basement, talking about everything from aliens to Donald Trump.
Everything. Listen, we can get serious sometimes and talk about some real shit. You know what I mean? Like, it don't always got to be some stupid stuff. Yeah. You know, we try to reach out all different backgrounds and ethnicities and try to make you understand, like, just because we're from this environment, from this neighborhood, we're from Spanish Harlem, doesn't mean that we, you know, like, we don't brush up on things that's going on in the world around us.
See, I'll be on CNN. You be on CNN too.
I'm a big CNN fan. Listen, I'm always on. You know, a lot of people don't read the newspapers, and a lot of people don't.
They just get everything from Facebook.
A lot of people don't read articles and don't waste their time going through like 20 and 30 pages. We do, because we take that shit real serious.
Yeah,
and
sometimes
when we have conversations, it's lengthy. It's lengthy.
Yeah. That's why we started recording this shit. That was the whole reason for Tales from the Basement, because we used to sit down here and talk about everything from bullshit about aliens to politics to...
And we used to smack rats.
Yeah, we kill rats down here in the whole nine. And I've been on CNN lately, and the one thing that I don't like about CNN that always fucks me up is CNN is really fucking depressing.
It can get really depressing.
If you have the CNN app on your phone, then you know what I'm talking about. Because CNN hits you like every 40 minutes with 20 people died here, 50 people died there, 40 people died there. Somebody just got shot in the back of the head. You like, yo, what the fuck?
That's like today.
Have we rescued any puppies in America?
That's like today when I was listening to CNN and I heard that there was like a fire.
Yeah, a crazy fire in California, some rave party, like... Was it like 30 people died?
30 people. Then they're saying 33 people or something like that.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible. That, you know what?
But
when they said the roof is on fire, everybody should have ran out.
So it's California. They said something about Oakland.
Oakland is in California.
It is, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's that part. You know what I mean? That
yeah.
I mean, about Oakland. We don't know. Look, I'm not trying to give wrong information, but we know about the fire that was started. You know what I mean? I heard that right now there's no investigation going on, but at the same time, there are people on site just in case it turns into an investigation. Just in case they do have to look into it.
Oh, I don't know.
And we just have to give thanks to everybody that's involved. for the Oakland City department, all the policemen for responding so fast.
Yeah.
I heard they got there in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, and hey.
And they're in there right now, taking care of things and going through that building and trying to rescue as many people as they can, and with all the respect, trying to take the bodies out.
Oh man.
So God bless them.
Yeah, if when they say the roof is on fire, sometimes you gotta listen. Get the fuck out of there.
Sometimes you gotta get the fuck out of there. That means the party's over.
Yeah, the party is over. I guess they wanted to rock out hard. I wonder what they were listening to. What do you listen to right before you catch on fire?
I have no idea. What makes you stay in a situation like that?
I mean, definitely not Katy Perry and shit like that. It gotta be something really intense.
Out to some Katy Perry, and then all of a sudden the roof just goes on fire. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna stay to the end of this.
Yeah, we gotta listen to this Katy Perry shit.
We're not leaving so she fucking hits the high note on this motherfucking beat.
I don't know, but CNN has been depressing. That's I got a CNN phobia now.
Yeah, sometimes I just gotta shut it off because sometimes they just give you numbers after numbers and facts after facts, and this is not even real facts. It's just coming from people who giving their own opinion. If you don't realize that CNN is just about a whole bunch of people just like you and me, and they got these degrees, and they sit up there and they give their expert opinion about how they feel.
Yeah, I don't believe. Yeah, I don't read all of that. I kind of
doesn't mean shit.
Just the main stories I like, But I was reading that they had the fire shit, and then they had the soccer team that died.
God bless them.
Well, that was their last game. That was their last game. I mean, can we keep it real?
Go!
Listen. Hey.
You think they were screaming out when the plane was going down?
I don't know what you do when the plane's going down. I mean, why didn't they have any fucking parachutes? I'd be the first one grabbing a parachute. Listen, I would love for everybody to live during a plane crash, but you got to think about yourself. Get a fucking parachute and jump the fuck out.
If I'm part of a soccer team and I'm on a plane, I got a special thing to protect my leg, because with my leg is how I make my money. Mm-hmm. Why did nobody have no special equipment for their legs?
I heard that one of the dudes that survived, they had to amputate his leg.
Oh, he can't even play soccer if he wanted to.
Nah, he can't, but he's gonna be a commentator and he's gonna write a book and all that shit.
Oh, so he's good.
Yeah, he's alright. He's alright.
He's gonna make money over this shit.
He's chilling.
He's gonna make money over this. So there is a silver lining.
Yeah, there's some kind of silver lining.
They seen it. They seen the silver lining. I guess the plane just went down right after that.
Yeah, apparently they ran out of gas or some shit.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, before you fly your plane, you should check if you have gas.
You should probably check that.
Yeah, that's important. Gas is important.
Listen, I'm not a pilot. Flying. I'm not a pilot.
No, we don't have any aviation experience.
I'm not a pilot, but if I was gonna get on a plane and start flying it, I would want to check to see if there's gas.
Yeah, definitely.
Look, it's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. I'm not trying to take away from the incident or nothing like that.
As far as flying planes go, I think that should be one of the top things.
Yeah, besides sure
it has wings.
Yeah. That's,
wings and gas.
Wings and gas would be the two major things that I think that would qualify me to go. Okay, let's just close this up
and fly this plane.
Yeah. But if you don't even have if you just don't even have just one of them, I
don't get in that plane.
Yeah, don't get in that plane. I mean, I wish somebody would have said that to them, but
hey, they're playing soccer with Jesus now.
Yeah, they doing something up there.
Yeah,
somebody's screaming out goal.
Yeah. And that's terrible. And then I'm reading just now, they hit me up. Apparently, a guy goes into a store and starts shooting his gun. And when the police come, he said he was there to investigate a fake news story. So he went to a restaurant, shot a gun to investigate a fake news story.
Does that make any sense?
Oh, here it goes. Police say a man who fired a weapon in a Washington pizzeria told them he had come there to investigate a fake news story.
Come on, man. What's really going on?
What the fuck is that?
What kind of drug are you on?
He said he had an assault rifle.
You just send this guy to the bomb facility that we made up in Nevada.
That is fucking crazy.
Turn him into the alien super soldiers and get him off this shit.
I mean...
That's a sicko.
Yeah. They said they found 2 firearms in the restaurant and an additional weapon was recovered from his vehicle
in the restaurant.
Yeah, he had 2. He was about to shoot that whole shit up.
That shit down.
He's going to shoot the whole restaurant up, the whole pizzeria over a fake news story.
Man, I hope they had every topping he wanted, because if not, they was gonna get it.
Oh, you want to hear the name of the restaurant?
Yeah, please. No, I mean, wait. I don't think we could say it. Is it public news?
It's in CNN, of course it is.
Okay,
I can talk about it. Fuck that, yeah. So, it says, while the motive is not known, the restaurant, Comet Ping Pong...
What a nice name for a pizzeria.
...were threatened last month after fake news reports, shortly before Election Day. So, they got...
What kind of news reports were they faking?
It says... Hillary Clinton and her campaign chairman, John Podesta, were involved in a child sex operation at the restaurant. So basically, the fake news story was that Hillary Clinton and somebody else were running a child sex ring out of Comet Ping Pong.
Okay, we need to get those people to the bump facility in Nevada.
Yeah.
And just start giving them crack and just send them on their way.
Yeah, let them meet
those
the aliens.
Those people are fucking sick. Are you kidding me right now?
So this guy was going to shoot up Comet Ping Pong because of a fake news story about Hillary Clinton running sex
rings.
My
God, dude. What about that kid? What about that kid the
Talk
other
to me, babe.
day?
Talk to me.
The kid the other fucking day that goes to school with a shotgun and a handgun into his classroom.
About to get it on.
And his parents are in the house and they noticed something was wrong with their kids. And they went to where they had the guns placed. Like they had like a little cabinet where they had all their guns at. So mind you, like, just think about this picture. You wake up, Johnny's everything okay. He just walks out the door wielding the shotgun and the handgun. You like,
that's weird.
Something's wrong with that boy. I mean, let's go check the handgun box and make sure everything is there.
What does he do with these weapons?
He goes to school and apparently he busts off a shot in the classroom. Everybody skedaddles and scampers off, and one kid yells out, "Dude, you don't want to do this." And at that very moment, apparently his parents run into the classroom, and his pops ends up tackling the kid before he can do any harm to any of his classmates.
Wow, that is a lucky ass class. And what the fuck? Shame on those parents for having guns just available for kids.
Listen, where was the lock on that fucking gun case?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Lock your guns up.
And
guns
then you have people complaining about getting guns in the street and then the kids having their hands and the opportunity. You don't even have a lock on it.
Yeah, lock your fucking gun.
Lock your gun case, man.
Lock your gun case.
What's wrong with you?
Luckily, he ain't shoot any kids out. He was about. I guess he was about to get it on.
Parents got over there when they did.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Those are parents that cared. Now imagine parents that didn't give a shit. We gotta be thankful to those. There's still parents out there that still give a shit.
He'd have blasted that whole class up.
He would have tore them into pieces.
That'd have been the most interesting social studies class
that would have turned into a legacy right there. Yeah, that would have been like the next movie.
That's just a little taste of what the fuck is on CNN, man. It's Tales from the Basement, and CNN will fucking bug you out. So if you got the CNN app, hit it up and just trip your mind out because the world is crazy, and we need to make a bum facility. So the aliens could take their super soldiers.
That's what we gotta do. We cleaning up the streets.
We cleaning up the streets.
Jobs, man.
Tales from the Basement is giving you community organizing plans.
Holla at us.
You know what I'm saying?
Sense and
we innovators. We job creators.
Don't be haters.
Shout out to Newports. Shout out to Budweiser.
All day.
Shout out to our bum facility.
All day.
Taking all the fucking super soldier bums to the aliens.
Listen, big shout out to Bronco Light.
Yes,
Bronco Light. Without him, this would not be possible because we do use his basement as our recording facility.
Yeah, so shout out to Bronco Light.
Shout out to Bronco Light. He works in the Spanish Harlem area, and if you need anything fixed or contracted, you can holler at him.
That's right, Bronco Light. You always see Bronco Light around the hood.
He's always around you. He can be found. Don't worry about it.
And it's Tales from the Basement. It's Audie.
It's Prospect.
Hit us up at Tales from the Basement 315 with your crazy bullshit. Website coming soon. And, you know, we just gonna take you out with a little genuine, baby. Let's ride that pony. Tales from the Basement.
See you, America.
First we'll shut it down till I reach you for me until we reach the street.